Hey everybody, welcome back to Therapists Unmasked. I'm Ashley.
And I am Sam. Please join us as we embark on a journey of self-reflection and perception with our non-therapist friend, Alijah.
We hope you enjoyed the episode, and let's roll the intro. You're annoying. Both of you are annoying.
You wouldn't have it any other way.
It's debatable. Anyway.
It wouldn't be a fun episode.
That was funny. That was good.
I love this.
Yeah, for real. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have our first non-therapist guest today.
Of the season.
Yes, you're the first
of the
one.
season.
Of the season.
Clarify that.
Yeah,
because we have had non-therapist people here before.
Yep.
I'm happy to be here.
Oh, well, thanks for coming. I really appreciate it. Everything went wrong today, so I really appreciate your patience.
Kind of a late start.
Yeah, it's a late start, but it's fine.
But you know what? We're here. We're ready. We're going to do this thing.
Absolutely.
Let's do it.
All right. So tell us who you are and what your views are on mental health.
Okay. Well, my name is Alijah. Pretty easy. My views are on mental health. It's kind of taboo a little bit, right? No?
What do you mean?
Like, I don't know. Like, it's a good conversation, but it's not a conversation everybody can have. Because I feel like people don't really value it that much. Like, they say they do. You know, people, like, they say they care about something.
Yeah.
But then when they're, like, home alone, they actually don't really care about it. Because I feel like mental health is when you're by yourself. But if you're, like, never taking time to spend time with yourself, you don't really care about mental health. You're just saying it because it sounds cool.
Do you care about mental health?
I care a lot about mental health. I think there's a lot of people who focus on their career and then their mental health takes, like, a back seat. And then, like, they finally get everything they want, but then they're empty because they were never really happy. Versus, like, taking the time to actually be happy, which is more valuable than having, like, all the money.
That's so crazy that you say that because I feel like I'm going through the same thing right now.
The money's not always worth it.
That's so crazy you say that. I'm shook.
Especially, like, with, like, COVID and everything.
Yeah.
You know, like, so many people were, like, forced to sit on their ass.
Yeah.
And how many people went crazy because the shit around their house wasn't enough. That's like literally, that's pretty much like what I mean by that though. It's like taboo because people, oh yeah, mental health. Like, oh, you should go see a therapist. Like, I have people that are super fucked up telling me I should see a therapist. I'm just like, I was like, I don't think we're having the same conversation.
Hypocrite much.
Yeah, super hypocritical. It's a lot of hypocrites, you know. But I mean, that's just, I personally think it matters a lot. I think a lot of people should really focus on their mental health. I see those BetterHelp commercials now, and I'm just like, I'm not used to seeing therapy commercials. Like, it's still kind of new. But I think a lot of people are, like, comfortable playing victim. Because, like, if I sort through my shit, I can't use it as a crutch anymore. Versus, like, if I never sort through my shit, I can just always blame it on someone else. Even though I'm, like, way old enough to deal with it myself. But I can just be like, oh, it's because this happened to me when I was 14. And it's like, dude, you're 30. Like, what are we doing? Like, you can't keep using that card. You got to figure that out.
I'm still shook at what you said earlier because I really resonate with that. Growing up, I always thought, like, I'm going to be my happiest when I get the career that I want and the job that I want and be financially stable and whatever. And now that I'm there, I'm still not.
It's like, for
happy.
what?
Yeah.
I mean, we set these expectations, these goals for reasons because that way we can work harder to get to it. And then when we get to it, we're like, well, now what?
Yep. Yeah, that's where I'm at. But I've also realized that obviously I've been so focused on my career that I haven't been focused on actually keeping my mental health in check.
I think it's like the affirmation you get from it. You know what I mean? Like, being a good student. Like, some people really don't care about school, but getting a good grade means a lot to them. But, like, who are you when the good grades stop? You know what I mean? So it's like, if you do everything you can to get the highest paying job, and like, okay, cool. What if, like, you break your leg the next day and you can't work for 6 months?
I don't know if you saw the Super Bowl. I'm not a fan of American football. I would much rather watch soccer. But anyways, I saw it for a little bit.
We can stop this right here. Oh my god.
Get out of here, Samantha.
Oh my
Get out.
god. No, continue though. Oh my god.
Face is red, dude. You just.
Dang.
I'm sorry. Whose podcast is this? Is this yours or ours? I'm confused.
I'm sorry. I apologize. I'll behave better.
Okay, listen. I'll just say that
That was funny.
I can't. This is funny.
This is gonna be good.
This
All
is
right.
hysterical. Okay. Yes, but I didn't grow up with American football. That's the
fair.
thing. I grew up watching soccer. I know a lot about soccer than American football, and
Soccer is beautiful though. I do love soccer.
I love it. But anyways, I was watching the Super Bowl this year, and I did see that right as the halftime ended, they started the new quarter, and they, funny enough, zoomed into the opposing team, not the Chiefs. Shit, who was playing this year?
Niners.
Niners.
Yeah.
That's
Chiefs
what
and
it was, the Niners.
I'm not gonna lie, I forgot too. It's okay.
Okay. Shit, I just got the shade for not liking football. You just lost. You just forgot.
How the tables have
You can
turned.
edit that out.
No, that's staying in, my friend.
All right, Sammy.
So
where you going?
anyways, they zoomed into the Niners. One of the players, I believe he was the quarterback, he was like getting all pumped up to get back in the game. He literally trips and falls.
It's a linebacker.
Oh, it was a linebacker?
He was getting hyped on the sideline. He when he ran out, he tore his Achilles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He wasn't able to play.
It's like really bad luck.
Yeah.
It was like the possession just switched and he was about to get on the field and he popped it.
He tripped.
Yeah.
You know how I am a klutz and I trip in thin air? He did the same thing.
Yeah.
Exactly. And so going with what you say, it can...
That's how fast it happens.
Yeah. That's how fast you work for a dream.
Yeah.
And that's how quickly it can be taken
Just
away.
like that,
Especially if you're an athlete.
Interesting connections you guys just did there.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Keep up, man.
Yeah. Ashley, where are you
I'm about to
today?
take your seat.
Whatever, dude.
But yeah, no, that's like literally what I meant. It's like you're so in it. Oh, it's going to last forever. And then boom, something happens. And it's like, you should expect shit to happen, honestly. I feel like if everything is going too good, should kind of expect the fuck up around the corner because it's going to happen. That's just life.
Expect the unexpected.
Yeah, exactly. Like always be prepared so you don't have to get ready. You just stay ready.
Exactly.
So that when something does put you out, because a lot of people don't have that like mental stability to be able to handle that type of pain, because when you go so long avoiding it and you finally have something finally sits you down, that's like opening a closet that has been opened in fucking decades and everything just piles on top of you. It's going to be even worse. Why would you want to deal with it then? If you weren't going to deal with it for all these years, why would you deal with it now? It's just not going to happen. And that's how people get like lost in like drugs or like porn, all types of stupid distractions, because the weight of the shit that they were dealing with that they should have dealt with 10 years ago is like now it's like its own thing. Like it's its own person. It's like kind of like disconnecting from your shadow a little bit.
Yeah.
I do have to say though, like as a trauma therapist, I see people that have had trauma from when they were very young and now they're full-blown adults. The fact that it has disrupted their whole life, that one instant from when they were like 14, 15, it's insanity how badly it has affected them throughout the years. And they actually have gotten other therapy. The problem with it is that at the time they were either not ready for therapy and they didn't actually do the work, or they were ready for therapy but they just didn't have the best therapeutic experience with that counselor. And so some people actually genuinely try to get therapy, they just don't have the best experiences, and now as they're older they have the courage to try again, and that's when they're able to actually get past their trauma and be able to resonate with the work that they did when they were younger.
I feel like it's different for certain, like, I don't know.
Definitely different for some people. Some people are just lazy.
Yeah, I don't, like, I try to be graceful because I've kind of dealt with it for a long time. Like I kind of knew what I was going through for a long time because I feel like I've always been like empathetic, but a lot of people just don't know what they don't know, I guess. I used to get like mad at people for like how did you not figure it out by now? Like what's going on? But then it's kind of like I kind of feel bad for you actually, because like that's kind of fucked up that you're like this old and like we still can't. Like it's like certain things to me
that are common knowledge,
like common sense. Like I don't think common sense is the same for everybody. Like what makes sense to me is not going to make sense to, and it's like that disconnect is kind of like where the problem is, because it's like, how have you not cared for that long? Mm-hmm. You know, it's like watching my 600 pound life. It's like, dude, how did you get to 600 pounds? You know what I mean? It's like, you're telling me you didn't realize something was fucked when you were like 300 pounds? Okay. Not 400 pounds? Okay. Not 500? All right. So now we're at 620 and now you want to deal with this shit? It's like, you're probably not going to do that great out of it because you couldn't do it at 400.
It also depends on the motivation and support that people have. Especially like the people who have people behind them, supporting them and kind of pushing them to get the help that they need. Those are the people that actually thrive. Whereas the people who have no one behind them to motivate them, no reason to actually work on themselves, they're just going to keep doing what they do. And that's going to be the end of it until somebody comes up and is like, hey, you need to do this. Yes, it's kind of baffling with how some people don't essentially know of the common sense it is to just very easily look on a computer and find a therapist on psychology.com. It's because they're not educated on how to actually do it, nor have they talked to anybody or have those good people in their lives to be able to put them on that track.
Some people just don't get taught certain like the little things where it's like, I guess if you don't get put into positions to be self-aware, you're not really going to be self-aware, because being self-aware is not the best thing, especially if you get like really caught up in it. So I think it's easy to avoid it.
Think of it as like when you're training a little kid, you know, they continue to fall and you keep picking them up. And if you don't actually give them the chance to pick themselves up, they're still going to rely on you like a crutch.
Like they have to know falling is okay.
Yes.
Like some people are too scared to fall.
That too. So there are people who are more cautious than others and automatically know, but other people who, you know, need to fall multiple times before they actually get through their head of what they're doing wrong.
I think fucking up is important though.
It is. You know, you make
Some
mistakes.
people are too scared to
life.
fuck up. But it's like, if you never fuck up, what's going to happen later on when you finally do? You never have practice. And there's like a lot more on the line because now you have bills and kids and all this other shit going on. You probably should have figured out before you had bills and kids.
It's kind of funny that you say that because my parents tell me a lot of the time, like, you know, listen to our advice. We've been in your shoes. I would much rather be the one to learn it on my own than rely on the advice of my parents. And I can hear my mom in my head just saying, like, her saying, I told you so. Like,
yeah,
we know
exactly
we've been in your shoes. Like, we know exactly what you're doing or how you're doing it. So, but I personally am the type of person who would much rather learn and fall on my own.
So I can know how it feels.
Yes, so I can know essentially, and just that way I don't do it again. Probably should actually listen to my parents' advice because they're my parents and they love me and they will support me. And they're telling me this for a reason, but, you know, I'm also very stubborn.
I'm stubborn too. But I don't really have like an ego. But I think I never really had a chance to have an ego though.
You look like you have one with those shades on.
Yo, again with the shades.
I was waiting for you to say something.
You know what's funny?
That was really good.
I had to. You know what's funny? I think we've been talking for 20 minutes and the first thing out of her mouth is a negative comment.
That was nice.
She's a bully, people.
I thought this was a safe space.
Listen, you guys were bullying me this whole entire
She's lying.
3 hours that we've been here, okay?
I don't know what you're talking about.
No. Literally, as soon as I woke out of my house, what did you say to me?
Do you have this in writing?
Whatever.
Can you build a case against
with whatever. Exactly. And then I freaking pull up here, and then both of you start coming at me because of my handicap parking, but you know, whatever, it's fine. You guys are just jealous.
Your VIP parking?
Yeah, exactly. Correction, VIP parking. Exactly.
That's pretty nice.
It is nice. I didn't think we said anything wrong. No, we just said this is the VIP parking.
Just show some love.
You guys are such bullshit, whatever.
Like a nice amenity, you know.
Okay. All right. Okay.
It's right in front of the building. She gets to get out and
That
do
is
everything. Meanwhile, we have to find parking on the far
feel
side.
defeated.
I had to walk
All
like 100 more feet than you. That's kind of, that shit adds up. Like, adds up for sure.
Whatever. I can't with you guys. I can't. Well, anyway, speaking of traumas and fuck ups and stuff.
That was a nice transition.
Yeah, exactly. So, speaking of, talk to me about your upbringing. Like, talk to me about your family. Talk to me about the people you would surround yourself with. What are the things that shaped you to be the person that you are today?
Probably the lack of a childhood.
Why?
I think I realized really early on that I was kind of like alone. I didn't grow up with my dad. It was just me, my mom, and my brother. My brother is 5 years older than me. So I think my mom was just really focused on making it to like the next day. So I don't like blame her, but like, yeah, I knew like pretty early that I was like kind of like alone. I remember like the first incident that kind of like bothered me a lot is when she took me to like a therapist and I was like 7 or 8. Now, I don't think it was like a therapist. I think it was like a specialist. I think he was probably like a church guy. But I don't think he knew what he was talking about. I vividly remember that experience though. And I think that's like when I first started realizing like am I fucked up or something like that? And like just like through growing up, like through like disagreements with my brother and shit like that, I would like tell her like, hey, such and such did this and blah, blah, blah. And then she would kind of hit me with the, oh, well, what did you do? And I was just like, oh, so I guess I like excuses. I think like really early, I like learned how to hold shit in. I used to wear my hood a lot. Like,
I remember.
I used to wear my hood a lot.
Yes, you did.
Yeah.
You did.
All the signs were like there. But I think my size kind of fucks it up. You know what I mean? Like it's kind of hard to feel bad for some dudes like bigger than most of everybody. You know what I mean? Like I feel like people expect me to be tough.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
like I've always been like the tallest, like biggest or whatever. I feel like I get like the toughen up kind of treatment versus if I was like someone like 5'10", 120-pound dude, you know, it would be like, oh, you know.
How tall are you?
I'm 6'4".
Oh, you are tall.
Yeah, don't ask about my weight. I'm like,
Oh no, we don't want to. That's fine.
jeez.
That's fine. We're not gonna do that because then we'd all have to give it, and I don't want to do that.
No, hell no, I'm not doing that.
Not a great conversation topic. But and the other thing that fucked me up is all of my mom's passwords were my brother's initials and birthday. It was like so many things where it's like, it's obvious I'm not the favorite, but I didn't think I had a safe space either. Cause like if I go there and I tell her, hey, somebody smacked the shit out of me, and then she's like, looks at me like, well, what'd you say? And it's like, oh, okay. Well then like, in terms of like who I surrounded myself with, I never really had friends. I had friends, I had acquaintances.
So I
She
wasn't
bully
his
you
friend.
into being her friend.
Yeah, I wasn't his friend. It's fine. It's fine.
It was easy to be friends with Ashley because I kind of felt like Ashley knew how I felt. You get what I mean?
Interesting.
Like, you know.
This is the nicest thing you've ever said.
Don't
No,
ruin
like
it.
seriously though, like because like people look at you and it's like, what the fuck? Like, just mind your business.
Yeah.
I feel like this the same thing with me, where it's people just like, you're looking at me, but you're not fucking helping me. So it's like you should just like mind your business because it's not helping.
Yeah.
But like, I didn't feel like you were like somebody who was gonna judge because.
She resonates with how
And it's not the same experience at all.
it's not,
No.
but she resonates in the sense of people staring and people like
Yeah.
and people questioning her and all that
Right.
stuff.
Like I feel like I knew I'm like really good at being like alone in a room full of people, and that's because like how my whole life's kind of gone. Like I'm just used to like being in my own little world. I'm kind of like really closed off because I'm used to people not giving a shit. In terms of like who I surrounded myself with, it wasn't that many.
The good thing is, though, the people that you did surround yourself with are probably people that you're still in contact with. One of them being Ashley.
No. Well,
Wow, he's not in contact with you, Ashley. He doesn't
not
like.
including Ashley. Not including
But
Ashley.
either way, me and Elijah, you and I don't talk often. Let's be for real.
We don't have
but like,
to.
we don't have to.
We kinda
Exactly.
know what's up. Yeah, we
Yeah.
kinda know what's
And
up.
no matter what, like the love is there. Nothing changes every single time we talk. We could literally talk for
I talk to you the
hours.
same fucking way that I used to. No, I used to be nicer. Was I always an asshole? Wait, was I always an asshole?
No.
Was Ashley?
Oh, wow. No, she was like...
I was nicer.
Yeah, she was really nice. Yeah, she was really
Dang,
nice.
what happened? Now she's bullying me 24/7.
I am nice still. What do you
No
mean?
comment. I don't know what happened.
Anyway.
I kind of know. I think maybe I do know, but no comment.
Anyway, it's funny how you like talk about people's like perception of you, right? Sure, you may be like this 6'4" person looking all scary, mad serious, whatever, but like you're a soft teddy bear. Let's be for real.
I was kind of forced to be.
A soft teddy bear?
Yeah. Could you imagine if I was an asshole? Could you imagine if I was like walking around like I would be dead by now. I'd be like dead or in jail by now for sure. Like,
I mean, I would have thought that you'd be forced to be an asshole versus being soft.
I was actually really soft in high school. I don't know if I was actually really soft in high school because I had too many emotions that I didn't know what the fuck to do with. So it was like everybody wanted me to be like tough. Being tough is kind of a lot. Like I just want to be happy. Like,
yeah, happy for sure.
Yeah, I feel like that was like more important to me. Even when I did play football in high school, I never felt like I was more than that.
Wait, how long did you do it for?
3 years. Well, in high school I did 3 because I didn't do freshman year. I've realized now I was only doing football to make my dad happy. I feel like that was the only way he would like care. But the more I know about my parents' relationship now, I don't think football would have done shit. I think it was a lot deeper than just football. When I got into it, I thought I was doing it for me, but then I guess like when senior year, I was like, I don't really enjoy this shit. I don't want to just like smash my head to make money. I feel like I'm too smart for that. It's weird, like when you're forced to, like when you're the only one that's empathetic, I guess, and you live around a whole bunch of narcissists. It's a weird way to grow up.
So how do you think you developed that? If you're saying like you lived with a lot of narcissists, how did you develop being so empathetic?
Good question.
It felt natural. Like I felt like I always questioned shit. Like I noticed that the things I'm pointing out, no one's thinking about. So it's either I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, or I'm the only one that's aware. So it took me like a long time to kind of figure that out. I didn't really figure it out until I was like 22. I went through like a really deep depression for like a year and a half. Me and my stepbrother used to be like really close. And then like there was a situation where I went to jail for something like really stupid.
What?
You don't remember that?
No.
I got in a fight with my neighbor. I didn't start the fight.
Alijah.
And you still went to jail?
It's like a long story. But I got dismissed though. So like I was in there for like a couple of days and like the judge was like, oh, he didn't do anything wrong, and then I got dismissed. But
oh my god,
because I didn't start so it was like my brother and then my neighbor. The neighbor had somebody else because he can't fight, and then I was like, "You're not gonna jump my brother," and then I kind of like got involved from that
defending.
Yeah, but we didn't call the cops; they did. So I guess the cops took their story, and I mean, you get to the house and you knock on the door and you see my big ass. It's kind of like believable, I guess. So like I was like standing on the corner of like I live on like a main street, and I was like standing on the corner in like handcuffs and a t-shirt and shorts. It was mad cold. I think it was like December. I forgot what year this was. It was like 2019, 2018, something like that.
And they didn't even think of like cross-checking or anything?
Well, the thing is, once they take you to the interrogation room, you're not supposed to say anything, which I watch enough cop shows to know that. But, you get in there, you're like, no, it wasn't me. If you say one thing that acknowledges what happened, that's enough for them to take you. So pretty much if me and my brother had said nothing, they would let us go. But because we acknowledged that something happened, that was enough to hold us. So I learned my lesson. Make the cops work. Just shut up. Don't ever say anything. That's definitely a PSA. Don't ever say anything.
Noted.
Make the cops do their job.
I would be that.
Make them do their job. Yeah. Okay. Because half the time, if you just like don't say anything, they really can't really hold you for much. All I know is like after it happened, I was like, bro, this shit sucks. Like if I don't learn how to like love myself, I'm gonna be fucked up. Like I'm not really gonna make it that far. Actually, I'm skipping. In 7th grade, I came home from school one day. I had like a really bad day. I walked in the kitchen and I picked up this like really big kitchen knife and like I held it to my wrist. I think I held it like to this wrist. It was weird because like in that moment, like my life kind of flashed. It's like I could do this, but if I do it, then I'm stopping myself from being what I could have been. So it's like, all right, well, then if I can kill myself, I can just not care about what people think. That seems easier. I made a big decision, which I'm pretty proud of myself for. I'm pat on my back. That's like always been one thing about me is like I've always kind of had my own back. But that's because I was forced to. It's not like I came from like, oh, a loving village and all of a sudden I was by myself. Like I've kind of always been by myself. I'm a little fucked up. It's cool though because like I'm aware. Like I'm not perfect, but like it's definitely a journey. But it's like a lot of different coping mechanisms.
It's
like,
the way that you're like, I'm fucked up, but it's cool. Like
it's cool, bro. It's cool because
You're
like,
accepting.
because like if you can tell me I'm fucked up, I'm gonna say you're right, bro. Like I'm not like I'm not just gonna be like, how dare you? Like I'm just gonna be like, you're kind of right, bro. Like I'm a little fucked, but I'm functional. Like I'm not like crazy. I'm not like going off the deep end. It's just like there's certain things I probably should work better on. Like really bad at building relationships. Like really bad at building relationships. Really bad friend.
Didn't you just
bad boyfriend too?
When you walked in, you were just like, yeah, I kind of went AWOL for a little bit.
I'm like, I disappear on people, and I don't mean to do it. I'm just like, I can't fathom that somebody cares that much. So it's like, to me, it's like I can just like.
So you just don't love me. It's okay. It's fine. It's fine.
Well, if you want to put it like that, plead the fifth. But I actually love you so much.
I hope so. Now. Bad boyfriend in what sense?
I have I guess when you always have them, have mommy issues or like
interesting.
I never felt like my mom loved me enough the way I wanted to be loved. I was really accepting. Like if you gave me 5%, that's like wow. Like you know what I mean? Like
so you felt like she gave you 0?
I feel like she that's interesting.
Cracks me up.
That's interesting. I don't know. Like, I can't say. I can say for sure she wasn't my safe space. But a girl I dated in high school was like no longer here. If I never had issues like at home, I probably would have never ended up in that relationship. Like even after that, I just feel like it's a really bad cheater. Like I really bad cheater.
Have you learned your lesson?
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, no, yeah.
Okay.
Because I know why I was doing what I was doing. I didn't think I was worth shit. So it's like.
Interesting.
Oh, you think I'm cute? Like, that's cool. You know, it was never enough. I didn't know when I was going to get it again.
Do you feel like you took that girl for granted?
She definitely taught me a lot. Not in a good way.
About yourself? About the relationship or relationships in general?
It says more about me if I'm in it, right? Because I accepted it. There's always a choice. I didn't have any confidence in myself, obviously.
Yeah.
Because I should have never ended up.
That's how I feel in my past relationship too. By the first year I could have been going, but I didn't have any confidence in myself, which is something that I realized afterwards. Did you know you didn't have confidence like in that relationship, or did you learn it afterwards?
I didn't learn that until I was depressed. I went from having like kind of like a best friend to like having like nobody. I'm actually thankful for depression because it kind of like forced me to look at myself. Like I don't get triggered anymore. Let's say like a fat joke would have fucking pissed me off a couple of years ago, but it's like now I'm just like, yeah, I should probably get in the gym, bro. Like, or like if somebody says like something negative, because like I know like misery loves company.
Yeah.
So if somebody's just trying to like get under your skin, for me it's just like, oh, dude, like I'm feel so sorry for you. That's where you're at. That's like projection.
Depression has made me look at myself too and the things that I need to work on. And I feel like depression was on full effect last year. You know, like just grieving the loss of my mom and then not knowing who the hell I was outside of my relationship. So like now I realize, man, I have some pretty low self-esteem. And these are the things that I need to work on.
Did we have a conversation like that?
Me and you?
I think we did. About your last relationship. I think I told you something a long time ago.
What did you tell me a long time ago?
About the previous guy?
Yeah. I think I kind of told you he was a piece of shit.
A lot of people told
me everybody told me that he was a piece of shit.
A lot of people told me that.
A little pimple-faced fucker. Did not like that dude, bro. I never even met him.
I can just
tell I didn't like him.
I met him once. No, twice. And it was in passing both times. And immediately I told her, I'm not the biggest fan.
No.
Not the biggest fan.
There are some people who didn't even meet him either. And they were like, nope, don't like him.
Piece of shit.
Yo. The tea we have.
Yeah, for real.
I knew he was taking advantage of you from like day one, dude.
Yeah, well. Like
some people like to play off of other people's sadness. It's a sick game.
I told him a lot about my pain and he did the same exact shit to me.
Probably thought he probably was like, oh, I can get over on this one. Mm-hmm. I would know that because I've done that before, so
Yeah, that's
like,
crazy.
I'm not perfect, but like that's what I'm saying. Like I like that's why like I'm really. Are you swallow?
No, I'm just laughing because you said pimple faced fucker.
Yo, like that dude was an asshole, bro. I never even met him. I'm glad that's over.
Yeah, man.
How long was that for?
7 years. What?
Nothing.
7 years, yeah. 7 years.
Oh my gosh.
She put up with him for
Here's the
7
thing.
years.
I was very manipulated in that relationship. He always engraved in my head, like, nobody's ever going to love you the way that I do. Nobody's ever going to take care of you the way that I do. And nobody's going to accept your disability in the way that I do. The more he engraved that in my head, I was like, shit, he's right.
No.
He's a fucking master manipulator, bro.
Uh-huh. So it was really hard for me. It was. To get out of it.
Sick, bro.
I know. To get out of it, it was hard. And it really ruined me because I was like, all right, like, who am I outside of this relationship? I was with him since I was 18 going on 19.
Fuck.
Up until 25. So that was the beginning of my adulthood. I don't know.
Jeez, bro.
It's a transition. My brother, when I turned 25.
There's something about being 25, bro.
No. I will tell you why. Your front lobe cortex is fully developed. And I know this because when I turned 25, my youngest brother gave me a birthday card that said, congratulations, your frontal lobe cortex is fully developed.
Funny.
Don't fuck up.
Funny.
That's hilarious.
That's the truest card I've ever heard. That is funny. No, I swear I didn't know who I was till I turned 25 either.
Yeah.
I
So that's what
swear.
it is. It's that your brain is officially fully developed by the age of 25. And that's actually why they tell people if you're smoking, don't do it before the age of 25 because it will mess up your brain.
Especially if you're doing it like hard. Like,
Exactly.
I wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for weed. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Let's give a little shout out to
and
weed. Let's give a little shout out to weed, bro. Some dark days.
To each their own. I will tell you that to each their own. Like everybody has their own thing about it, and that's completely fine. But
It's definitely not for everybody.
Research does state like don't do anything before the age of 25 because it will affect your mental like growth.
Development.
Yeah.
I hate the smell of weed. I really do. I don't know how you guys
don't
like
hate
your
the feeling of it.
I
will say that. It's kind of nice. But no, like for me, like I never like did it for fun. That's the weird thing. I did it because like I would like smoke and like have conversations with myself. Like kind of work through my shit.
What was that turning point for you where you were like, all right, like I need to get my shit together. I need to get out of this depression.
Easy. I looked at my brother, I looked at my dad, I looked at my mom, and I was like, I don't want to be like that when I'm older. So like not aware of my shit. That's not fun.
Wait. Speaking of your mom, you know how you said earlier there was like favoritism going on there?
Yeah.
Would she directly say, you're not the favorite?
Oh, no, absolutely not. No, I'm
But
just
it was
not
obvious.
stupid. Yeah, I'm just not stupid. Okay. Like, I think today she realizes she created a monster, but I knew she was making a monster back then.
Interesting.
He always had an out, but I was the one who was always held responsible for their actions.
Knowing everything that you know now, what would you tell your younger self?
I probably wouldn't stop myself from going through everything I went through. I'm glad I went through it because who knows what that response would have been later on in life. I think me not having the ability to build an ego helped a lot because it was easier for me to be honest with myself. It's not like I had one of those people in my corner where it's like, oh, if I fuck up, they're going to speak up. They're going to stick up for me. Like, I had never had that. So, like, every time I fucked up, it was on me. It's easier to be honest with myself. Like, for me, the truth is refreshing. For other people, the truth is disrespectful. Like, you get so used to hearing lies. When someone tells you the truth, it's like, what the fuck did you just say? Why are you not lying to me like everybody else? And it's just like, bro, like, I think you need to hear it. Yeah, like, I think you need to hear it. Being called an asshole is like a term of endearment. Like, I appreciate that. That means everyone else in your life is probably fucking lying to you. And I'm glad I can finally open your fucking eyes. Like, I appreciate that. Sometimes you need somebody to just open your eyes a little bit. I'm really good at picking out bullshit.
It's also because you know that person well enough to be able to call them out and be like, that's not you.
I think I told you this when I sent you that message when you're dealing with everything with your mom. Some people just say certain things to make themselves feel better. Like, they don't really mean that shit. Because, like, once
you said this to me on the phone.
I did, yeah.
You called me the day of her viewing. Yeah. And we had this conversation.
And I was like, yeah, there's going to be a lot of people that are going to say a lot of shit and they don't mean it.
Yes, you did say that.
You know, the sorry for your loss, like...
Yeah.
thanks.
But were you actually there?
Yeah.
During her
Like, did
time?
you ask me how my day was?
Yeah,
Did you ask me how I want to feel tomorrow? They do what they think they're supposed to do.
exactly.
Like, there's no originality. And like people just get caught up like, who are you really? You know how like people live their life like, well, fucking Twitter quotes. Like it's like, bro, like, but who are you really though? Like, because I know where you got that shit from. That's not original. I feel like I'm really original. Like I feel like Elijah. I don't feel like I'm trying to be somebody else.
I was gonna ask, were you one of those people that made up their own quotes in the senior book, the yearbook?
Fuck
No.
Fuck no. I don't even have my senior book.
Yeah, I don't either.
I don't care about that. Place can burn if you ask me, bro. It's probably like, oh my God. I don't even think I would go back to a reunion, honestly. Unless
Wait,
I was there.
they're gonna do that next year.
I'm not doing
Mine
it.
is
not
this
going?
year.
Yeah? You're gonna go?
I mean, I didn't have any, like, everyone I went to school with was genuinely good. Like, I felt like I had a good high school
You
experience.
got lucky.
I kinda
Our school
wanna go.
fucking sucked. Like our school was really fucking weird.
High school was wild.
Our
man.
school, high school was like after a certain point, you don't go in the stairwells because you never know what you're gonna see in there. That was our school.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's this one girl who had to get her dad called to the office to see a video of her, so you know exactly what I'm talking about. She got caught sucking dick on camera.
Yo, I know for a fact the security cameras at my high school did not work.
Remember that, right? That was like freshman year, right?
Didn't she also do it behind the bleachers at the gym too?
Is that the same person? Oh my God.
Yeah.
I think you're right. Yeah, I think I remember that.
That's so funny. I can't.
I mean, I feel like if I did go to the reunion, I'd probably like do it for like content.
Go with me.
You know what I mean?
You can be my plus one.
Wait, aren't you guys going to the same reunion?
He doesn't want to, so just you could come with me.
I feel like no one ever really like knew me in the first place. I feel
That's
like
true.
I feel like I really would be against it.
I feel like you were really to yourself.
The worst thing I ever did was date somebody I should have never dated. That's like literally the only like the stain, I guess.
Can we talk about how in gym class there was somebody who was like
I almost
running?
fucked somebody up for actually.
He knew exactly where I was going
like
with
eighth
this.
grade. It was like they were like, fuck. I forgot what happened. They were like,
He knew
what happened?
exactly where I was going. That's so funny.
I forgot what happened. Like
We were doing our laps in the beginning of
Yeah.
gym, and that person was just running around. And then he ran into me, and then I fell flat on my face. Everybody was so
I
mad.
was gonna fuck him up.
And
bro.
but him especially.
I took that shit personally.
to the point where he charged at him, and it took like
Followed him into the office. No, he like ran into like it took mad people to hold me
it
back.
took like a whole
Six
but
people
yeah,
to
like
hold me
six
back.
people
Six
to
or eight
hold
people.
him back.
I wasn't kidding,
Because he
kid,
was
bro.
really charging at him too. It was
I can see it.
so
I was just like, dude, what the fuck are we doing? Like, I was like, bro, you can knock anybody else over. Like, anybody,
You
I
wouldn't
won't
care.
give a fuck. But it's like, bro.
and then there was other people who were cursing him out and everything.
Yeah.
And then but you, dude.
bro, I was gonna do something bad to him, bro, for sure. I probably would have got expelled, for sure.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. Oh, do you think so? Yeah, you were pissed. You were pissed. I felt like I was
sure.
watching. I don't even know what
Like
to
a movie
compare you
scene?
with. Yeah, I don't even
Kind
know.
of did happen like a movie scene.
It was like a fucking everybody like trying to hold back a monster from like, you know. I don't know.
Yo.
It was so funny.
That's funny. I knew exactly what you were talking about.
I
too.
didn't even like
Exactly what
start.
you were
I barely
talking about.
started the story, and you knew.
Exactly what you were talking, bro. I was gonna do something bad to his face.
Yeah.
But I didn't though.
Yeah. That shit was crazy though. Watching it and seeing how pissed off you were. I honestly didn't expect you or anybody to get that mad. I mean, I knew people were like cursing him out and whatever, but to see you that mad, that was crazy.
Yeah, weren't we like dating?
What?
I'm fucking with you.
No, stupid.
I just wanted to see what
You
you would
wanted
say.
to.
My
You wanted to.
God. Where is this
You wanted to.
podcast episode going?
I mean, me and Elijah had always had a special kind of relationship.
She was smiling, texting somebody earlier. I don't want to hear shit about that. I don't want to hear nothing about that. Could have been a family friend. Could have been a special interest.
You're the homie, Elijah. I will always love
All
you.
right, fine, whatever, dude. Come on.
It's getting too sentimental in here for
Yeah,
him.
like what is she doing, bro?
Okay, well,
And that's funny because the AC just turned on.
It's because I'm making him nervous, but it's okay. It's fine.
Can't make me nervous, bro.
Yo.
Come on now. Actually, get the fuck out of here with the fuck me eyes, bro. Did you see the fuck me eyes she just had?
Because I can't look like this and see her full reaction.
You couldn't see it.
Oh my gosh. Anyway.
Oh, for sure.
I'll play it back later.
Anyway. In other news. Wow, that was a whole different conversation.
She's the one doing
flustered.
the editing.
She's flustered right now. Do you see her?
I know. She's the one doing all the editing later, just to let you know.
Yeah, it's going to be great.
Oh, you're doing the editing?
Yeah, I always do.
I don't approve of that.
I don't even know where to go from here, to be honest with you.
In other news.
Going back to you realizing that you needed to get your mental health in check and stuff.
Learn how to taste my own shit.
Yep, exactly. That. Going back to that. Have you ever sought a therapist?
No.
Why?
Okay, I'm not going to say I don't
Speak
need
your
a
truth.
therapist. I just think I'm at a point where, like, I'm not saying I don't need to see a therapist, but seeing a therapist will be for, like, tools. Yeah. It wouldn't be for, like, what's wrong with me? It's more like I know what's wrong with me, but, like, I probably need more structure.
And it sounds like you've been able to do that by yourself.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why, like, I don't want to sound like an asshole about therapy. I feel like it's pretty simple. I just feel like you got to be self-aware. That's all therapy is going to do is just hold the mirror up to yourself.
For sure.
But I've kind of always had a mirror up to myself, so.
How'd you build up your self-esteem being an adult now?
It's a journey. I'm not saying I'm perfect. True. I'm not saying, like, nothing bothers me. I mean, certain shit bothers me, of course, but I know who I am. You can't tell me something and I'm, like, actually going to believe it. Unless you're telling me something that I already know is true, then it's like, all right, bro. Like, I really don't care what people think unless I care about you. Like, you know how some people say they don't care and then they do everything that acts like they fucking care?
Yeah.
Like, I'm not like that. If I don't care, like, you're not going to get a reaction out of me.
Does it still get to you when people look at you a certain way? When you're, like, walking on the streets or something?
I used to hate it. The way I see it now is, like, if you're going to look at me, I might as well fucking give you something to look at kind of thing. Because, like, if not, it's just, like, going to be used against me.
So what do you give them to look at? What do you do?
My ass.
That is not true.
Give them my ass to kiss. How about that? Like, it's just like, you don't have anything else better to do than to fucking stare at me. Like, but I don't, like, I used to take it personal. Like, people have so much shit going on where it's like, you're going to matter for like 2 seconds and then they're going back to their miserable fucking lives. Simple. If they really had anything good going on, they wouldn't be fucking staring at me in the first place.
Yeah, fair.
Like, it's that simple. For instance, like in your situation, like when people stare at you and like talk about you or something, that's just them. That's them being fucking like weak and small minded. Cause like, bro, you didn't ask to be that way. I don't think anybody ever asked to be any fucking way. I didn't ask to be tall and black. I am. People look at me all the time like they expect me to do some wild shit. I'm just like, bro, I'm just trying to chill. Like,
whereas with me, people think that I'm just like automatically slow, cognitively slow.
Or that you want everyone to feel sorry for you.
Yeah, which is totally not true.
It's funny because like people say like, oh, treat everyone equal. And then like when it comes to you, they're always like, oh, are you okay? You know, you know like, exactly what I mean by that, right?
Yeah, I do.
But it's like, bro, you're making it worse.
People feel the need to like have to help me or to have to be like, oh my God, you know? Yeah.
Like for instance, like when I came over and you were walking down the stairs, you know, for other people, they'd be like, oh my God, do you need any help? Yeah. I was like, bro, hurry the fuck up. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, bro.
That was literally the first thing he said to me when I walked out of the house.
Fucking car.
Yeah. He was like, yeah, get in your fucking car. Hurry the fuck up. Yeah.
I was like, you're walking mad slow, dog. Yeah. And I asked you if you got new bottoms on your crutches. Like, that's regular. But, like, you know, other people are like, oh my God, do you know
like, how many times I have to tell her, change the bottoms of your crutches? My God, this woman. We were on a boat for my birthday. Like, I had a party and everything. This woman falls on the boat, face flat. And everyone's like, are you okay? Like, are you okay? Are you good? And she's like, yeah, I just have to fix the bottoms of my crutches.
Fucking asshole. Yep.
5 months later, I asked her, hey, have you fixed the bottom of my crutches? She's like, no, I haven't done it yet. I'm like, you're going to face plant.
Bro, it was snowing outside.
Huh?
Remember that? I dropped you off and it was fucking snow outside. And I was like, bro, get some new fucking bottoms.
No. I tell her, like, you don't fix the bottoms, I'm not going to ask you again if you're okay. I'm just going to...
No, I'm just going to look like, bro, you fucking deserved it. Like, you asshole. Yeah, it's like, dude, bro. No.
Oh my God.
That's on her.
Yeah.
That's on her.
Maybe someone else is going to feel bad, but...
on her crutches.
All right. All right, I feel attacked. Going back to you now, asshole.
And who's the one calling us names every 5 minutes?
Hey, man.
Both of you are calling. All right.
What did I say earlier about projection?
Right?
But whatever. Anyway, where is your mental health at now on a scale of 1 to 10? 10 being the best.
Like 8.
Okay.
Meaning like it's good, but there's always room for improvement.
How can you make it a 9?
Doing the things I need to do, like being more disciplined.
You've talked about being disciplined, and I don't think we asked you how you need to be more disciplined.
Going to the gym. Maybe fucking don't eat Wendy's today. Maybe let's not get that 6-piece from McDonald's.
Can we be gym buddies? No? Okay, all right. Hey.
That was weird.
No, I want to be. Hey, listen, I'm trying to be your support system here, and I think I kind of need some support too.
I'm really bad with support systems.
Oh, okay. All right.
Maybe that's what you can work on, though, and that's how she can help you. Building a better support system.
Ashley would just bully me the whole time.
But that is
you would bully me too.
I wouldn't.
It's like, it's a form of love. It's a form of affection.
I think bullying is actually kind of important. Bring bullying back.
No, that is not a PSA to do that.
Back to you.
Look in that mirror more often.
Back to you. Just hearing you say all that, right? Like going to the gym, not eating Wendy's, blah, blah, blah. It's easier said than done.
Yeah, I have to like doing the shit I don't want to do.
Mm-hmm. So how can we get you to do that? Is that something that you're still trying to figure out?
No, it's really easy. I have a hard time tricking myself.
So what you're stating is that you need a support system.
Yeah. It would be nice.
Someone to motivate you to do that stuff.
Yeah, like somebody hold me more accountable.
So like me.
So like Ashley texting you saying, "Don't you dare go to Wendy's."
Or drop the cookie.
Drop the cookie. How do you know I have a cookie?
Are we talking about the same cookie?
Alijah.
I'm just saying, are we talking about the same cookie? I can't drop that cookie if that's the cookie. If it's like chocolate chip, I'll put it down. But it's like there's certain cookies. I'm sorry.
Anyway, you're so I'm sick of you. You're so inappropriate.
Wait.
Anyway,
You just have a dirty mind.
You didn't know what I meant by that?
No, I did, but she didn't automatically have to think of it in that way.
Because it's Alijah.
She's right.
Exactly. It's Alijah.
Actually,
Okay.
a really nice guy.
Debatable.
That is debatable.
You said you have a hard time trying to trick yourself.
Yeah, I'm really good with words, so like I kind of have a hard time playing myself out. Like, you know how some people can like trick themselves into being more motivated? I can't.
I can't either.
I know when it's bullshit. You know what I mean? Like I know when I'm fucking lying to myself. It's like, yeah, Elijah, let's get up and do that. And the other voice is like, you don't fucking mean that shit, bro. Shut up. Like I hear the angel and the devil, but
yeah.
Me and the devil on my shoulder are like besties. So
same. I felt that, man.
But I feel like it's important. To kind of be like a little bit of a bad person because
a bit.
Where
are we going?
No. What I mean is like, you know how some people try to act like they're too perfect to be good. You have to know what being evil is like, because then you'll know evil when it's still good. It'll be easier to see signs of it, because you know what it looks like. Like you watch movies and like the halfway bad people that end up being like the best people in the movies because they know what it's like to be fucked up. So like they're more graceful, but they're also, they have better discernment. I have like a really good discernment. I kind of like have a really good bullshit meter.
What are you doing for yourself right now? What are you working on right now? What are you doing for yourself right now?
My brand.
Aren't you starting a podcast soon?
I am starting a podcast.
Yes.
I don't know how much I should say about it, but
I mean, you don't have to give everything out, but I know, like, in talking about common sense, that's essentially what your podcast is about.
Yeah.
Ashley sent me the link.
You sent me the link. Yeah, it's called Since the Obvious.
Oh, it's so good. I love the title. It's everything.
I saw it and I liked the artwork a lot.
Yeah. So now that you have done your first podcast,
God, I'm blushing.
Like how do you feel? You're stupid. How do you feel?
You're going to be here soon.
And what's crazy is he's going to do it alone.
Yeah, I'm
doing this alone?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
So his first few episodes are going to be alone.
Kudos to you. Seriously.
I feel like it's easier. Well, I'm like my own bestie. So, you know.
So it's well, I mean, it makes sense for you.
Yeah, it does.
It makes sense for me. It's not
I like
for
to
everybody.
get like
Feedback?
not feedback, but like I like interaction. I actually do like to talk to her. We talk every day.
You almost sound like you believe that. If maybe you say it one more time.
Stupid ass. I hate you guys. Well, for real, like, how does it feel to like actually do a podcast now that you're about to do one yourself?
For me, it's like it's fun, like owning your vulnerabilities.
Yeah,
it's like you're taking the power away.
That's exactly how I feel, and why I'm so open. I don't know. I feel so open here.
You can't use it against me.
Yeah,
yeah, like you can't.
I'm admitting to it.
Yeah, like bro, I'm telling you, I did that shit. Like you can't just say, "Oh, was that you on that shit?" Yeah, that was me, dog. Like with the asshole glasses, that was me, bro. Like I said that. I'll say it again.
Now he's admitting to the
now he knows he looks like an asshole.
You know, not everybody can be one, so I'm thankful. But what was I just saying?
How you're feeling after now that you've done the first podcast?
I feel like more people should do it. Like even if it doesn't go anywhere, it's just like fun. It's kind of like journaling.
Yeah, it's a good time. It is. It definitely is. It's been very therapeutic for me too.
Very
of
therapeutic.
People to watch.
Which
the
they're
more
my
viewers,
therapists.
the better. But you know,
yeah, they're my therapists, so it's great. But anyway,
yeah, and I mean, you get to have dreams and stuff about where you want this podcast to go. I remember I told Ashley, I'm like, I want to go on Jimmy Fallon.
Really?
Yeah, I really like if this podcast were to get picked up, I really want to go down Jimmy Fallon.
I want to do a TED Talk.
That too.
I see you doing that. That'd be cool.
Do a TED Talk.
I know how to like control a room.
That's good.
Only because
Would you be nervous talking to a whole crowd like that?
No, because I mean you're there already. What the
I
fuck?
hate public speaking. I can't.
It's nice being uncomfortable.
Yeah,
because it's like
it is.
Once you're done with it, you have that sense of relief.
Yeah, it's like I did it. Like yeah, I might have fucked
and
it
plus,
up.
The more you do it, the better.
More natural
it
feels. Exactly.
Yep.
So for me, it's like I think fucking up is like really important.
For sure.
You learn more from fucking up than you do from doing everything the right way.
Absolutely.
Like I'm really glad I fucked up because now I know a fuck up when I see it.
Yeah.
Just like now Ashley knows a terrible boyfriend when she sees one.
Yeah. Yeah.
So no more pimple face, guys. Oh my God. She was not laughing like that before, bro. She was just always just.
Oh my God. Yeah.
I'm so happy that you're laughing now, bro.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I
He was
do.
a fucking dick.
I am. I've come a long way.
Good for her.
Bro had a keeper and fucked it up.
Yeah.
It's stupid. You like literally weren't
Fumbled
gonna go
the bag.
You literally weren't gonna go anywhere. So
No, I
it's
wasn't.
like, it's
I literally wasn't.
Like he'll regret that when he gets older.
I've learned a lot from that relationship, and I'm glad that I'm out of it too. So,
yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate that you're happy for me because I don't know. Everybody else is happy for me.
No, like
too.
seriously, I really am happy for you, bro.
I
That shit
appreciate
was
that.
bullshit. No one deserves that, bro. Even if you're a fucking asshole, you don't deserve that.
I appreciate it. I think we got everything from you. I think we talked about a lot of things. This is so funny. This is so natural. I had no idea where this was going to go. And I was like really stressed out about it this morning. So with that being said, thank you so much for coming, Alijah. I really appreciate it. I love the conversations that we had. And I now know that you felt so connected with me when we were younger.
You messed up.
Was making that shit up. Like
You messed up giving your feelings.
Was totally making that shit up.
She's gonna use that against you now.
Absolutely gonna use that against you.
She has video evidence.
So again, thank you for being so open with us about your feelings towards me. It was great. I
shit,
loved
bro.
it for me.
But you're loving this right now. I can just see it on your face. Okay.
I am, absolutely.
Whatever.
All right, everybody. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment, share it with your friends and family. Follow us on TikTok and Instagram, Therapists_Unmasked. Listen to us on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. And we'll see you guys next time. Bye.